Hola mis amigos and possible amigas, my name is Taffrey16 and welcome back to some more wrestling predictions. We're going to do a 2-for-1 in this one. We're going to do predictions for NXT Takeover 30, which takes place tomorrow, and actually today, as you're seeing this, and SummerSlam 2020, which takes place tomorrow. So there are 6 matches on the Takeover card, counting the pre-show match, and on SummerSlam, there are 8 currently. So let's get into it. So we're starting with TakeOver, and this show, by the way, will not take place in their new Thunderdome. SummerSlam will, but this will take place in Full Sail University. So the pre-show match is Breezango versus Lorcan and Birch versus Ligero de Fantasma, Joaquin Wilde and Raul Mendoza, to determine the number 1 contenders for the tag team titles. 2 face teams to 1 heel team, and the champions are heels. I am going to go with Lorcan and Birch, simply because Breezango has already gotten their chance, and Phantasma are heels. So I will say Lorcan and Birch get the opportunity here. Okay, main card. Finn Balor versus Timothy Thatcher. Balor, because Thatcher's not going to beat Finn Balor. I mean, it'll be a good match, I'm sure, but, you know, when was this match made? Actually, now that I think about it, when did they make this match? They made it, I just had to do a double take here for a second here. They made it yesterday. Okay. Right. Thatcher attacked Balor in the final of his qualifier to try to get in the ladder match. Okay, got you. Yeah, it makes sense. All right, so that makes sense. Balor's gonna win. Should be a good match though. Up next, Adam Cole versus former NFL punter Pat McAfee. Look, man, I know he's got a popular podcast and all that. He's a former NFL player. But if Pat McAfee, I don't care if it's not clean. I don't care if it's dirty or nothing. If Pat McAfee beats the longest reigning NXT champion ever on TakeOver 30, I'm going to be a sad panda, okay? Not going to like it at all. So for the sake of my sanity, I'm going to say Adam Cole. The only thing I'm really interested in this match is Pat any good? I think that's the big question. Is he any good? I guess we'll find out. Next, let's get into some titles. Io Shirai defends the NXT Women's title against Dakota Kai. I'm trying to look at the storylines here. I guess Raquel Gonzalez is back? Is she back? I missed NXT this week, so I'm a little out of the loop on that. I'm actually gonna watch it later. I'm a little out of the loop on certain things. It shows Dakota Kai with Raquel Gonzalez on the thing. Yes, okay. So she did return. And they put her back with Kai, because they had previously taken her off of Kai, but now she's back on Kai. And that adds to the interest of like, oh, could Dakota beat Io? No, but it adds to the interest. I'd be shocked unless she's getting called up. I cannot see Io losing the belt anytime soon. She'll probably have it at least the rest of the year. Alright, so yeah, Io. 5-way ladder match to determine the new North American champion. Bronson Reed versus Damian Priest versus Cameron Grimes versus Johnny Gargano versus the Velveteen Dream. Gargano and Dream are both former North American champions. I believe Dream is the longest reigning. There has been a lot of controversy about Dream being in this match due to allegations against him. A lot of calls for him to be fired. Apparently he's not going to be. Oh boy, I mean, with all the bad publicity, he can't win this match. Whether he's guilty or not is irrelevant. With how bad the publicity is right now, and how heated the internet is over it, he cannot. It's already a shitstorm publicity as it is. He cannot win this match. He just can't. I am gonna go with Damian Priest. I think he was the most obvious from the start. I wanted Loomis to win, but Loomis got hurt and got taken out of the match. I think Bronson Reed's the least likely to win, but it is NXT, so that's why I think he might have a possibility of winning. I would love it if Grimes won, because he's such a fucking troll. And I think he'd do wonders with Baxley. Oh, do I want to pick Grimes? Yeah, actually, you know what? I'm going to pick Grimes. I was going to pick Priest. I think Priest is the most likely, but I'm going to pick Grimes just because I think him with the belt would be so fucking funny. And he'll probably lose it to Priest after. So yeah, you know what? I'm going to pick Grimes. And finally, the main event. Keith Lee versus Karrion Kross for the NXT title. Oof. Fuck, man. I mean, it's interesting, because it's like, is Lee really gonna lose the title right after he just fucking won it? I mean, let's see. How long has he been champion? He has been champion in kayfabe 44 days. His victory was taped 51 days ago, but it was shown 44 days ago. So if he loses, he would be the shortest reigning NXT champion. Previous shortest reigning was Johnny Gargano, who had it for 57 days. But, I mean, Kross has just been on such a roll, and, like, surely he can't lose, but they can't just have a non-finish in the main event of TakeOver 30. Fuck. Like, this is tough. This is actually tough. Like, I guess I have to say Kross. I guess I have to say Kross is going to win. So, I'll go with Kross. Alright, so let's get to SummerSlam. No announced pre-show match. What would be the most likely pre-show match? Probably either the US title or the Raw Tag Team titles. They better not put the hair versus hair match on a pre-show. It's a hair versus hair match. Come on, when was the last time we had a hair versus hair match? You can't put it on a pre-show. So either the US title, the Raw Tag Team titles, or something else they come up with. Ooh, they haven't made, they could make, Lucha House Party versus Cesaro and Nakamura. I bet you they will. Okay, we'll start with the US title. Apollo Crews versus MVP. Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin are banned from ringside. Bold prediction. MVP is going to win because I think Cedric Alexander is going to turn heel. That is a bold prediction, I know. And might not actually happen, but I am saying it right now. I think either Cedric or Ricochet, one of the other, could be Ricochet, that would be a plot twist, will turn heel, and MVP will win the US title. And if it's true, good on Apollo for getting a decently long reign of it. He was out for a little bit of it because he might have had COVID. I'm not sure what the problem was. That was the rumor, but he has it for about 3 months. It's not bad. It's not bad. So, yeah, I'm going to say MVP. Bold prediction. Tag titles. Street Profits defend against Andrade and Garza. Never bold prediction. I'm going to say Andrade and Angel Garza win the tag titles. But I think this goes both ways. I think either Garza and Andrade are going to win tag titles, or they are going to split. I don't know who turns face out of that, if either of them. But I think they are either going to win the titles, or they are going to break up. So that's why I think they're going to win the titles. Up next, there's 2 non-title matches that currently stand. We'll go to the hair versus hair match, Mandy Rose versus Sonya Deville. I think it's pretty obvious how this match is going to go. We're just interested in seeing the shaved head bit. I mean, this is just a gimmick match. Obviously, Mandy's going to win, because there's no way she's shaving her head. I think Sonya will look great with a shaved head. I honestly can't wait to see it. I think she's going to pull it off incredibly well. I cannot wait to see her with a shaved head. But yeah, obviously, considering Deville has dominated this feud, Mandy's going to win. The other non-title match, Dominic Mysterio versus Seth Rollins. It's a street fight, so it's no DQ. That's worth noting. Again, much like the Cole McAfee match, I'm interested to see if Dominic's any good. I think he is. He's been trained by his dad and Lance Storm, for Christ's sake. Like, there's few people that know more about wrestling than Rey Mysterio and fucking Lance Storm. So I'm decently confident that he's going to be good, and that it's going to be a good match. The few things I've seen from him on the physical one, he's looked very smooth. I think it's just a matter of, can he win this match? Maybe. I mean, it's a street fight. It's no DQ. It wouldn't make Rollins look that particularly weak. And to be honest, I feel like they need to end this feud. So, yeah, you know what? I'll pick Dominic. Fuck it. I say Dominic wins. Up next, all aboard the Asuka train. Asuka gets 2 title matches. She gets a Raw women's title match against Sasha Banks, and she gets a SmackDown women's title match against Bayley. Personally, would love it if she won them both, because in my opinion, there's no one who deserves it more. I personally believe, it's my personal opinion, that Asuka is the best women's wrestler on the planet. You can dispute that all you want. That's my personal opinion. I think she's the best women's wrestler on the planet. And I think there's no one who deserves this potentially more than her. Do I think she's actually going to win both titles? No, but she'll definitely get one, because it would be a big burial if she didn't. I don't think she'll get the title people think she will, though. I think she is going to get the SmackDown title. I think she is going to beat Bayley and lose to Banks, because I think they're going to swap them brands. I think Asuka is going to move to SmackDown, and they're going to move Bayley and Sasha to Raw. And then I think at Payback, which is a week after this for some fucking reason, they're going to defend tag titles, probably against the Riot Squad. You know who they should defend against? They should defend against Banks and Shayna. Banks and Shayna should win it. That'd be funny as hell. But I think Asuka will take the SmackDown title, and she will move to SmackDown, obviously. They will move the Bayley-Banks thing to Raw. Bayley will get butthurt because she loses her title, and then they'll lose the tag titles. And I think after they lose the tag titles, when Bayley 2 belts, or Bayley Dos Straps, I should say, goes to Bayley No Straps, she will turn heel on Sasha Banks, setting up that feud, but for the Raw title. I think that's what they're doing, personally. So Asuka takes the SmackDown belt, Sasha keeps the Raw belt. That's my prediction. World title matches. Both are pretty good. Braun Strowman defends the Universal title against the Fiend Bray Wyatt. This has been going on a bit. Braun Strowman beat Sweater Vest Bray at Money in the Bank. The match, the swamp fight thing, wasn't really a match. I guess you could argue Bray won. It was kind of a no contest type deal. And now he defends against the Fiend. This feud has gotten way more fucking interesting. I think there was a double turn a couple SmackDowns ago. I'm not entirely sure, but it was a double turn, wasn't it? They somehow turned the Fiend into the babyface in this feud. I think they double turned Bray and Braun. This has gotten incredibly interesting, this feud has. For the first time, Strowman has really felt like a true monster and true Universal Champion. Unfortunately, he cannot beat the Fiend, or I'm going to be upset. So, yeah, I'm taking the Fiend. I think this needs to win, especially since this needs to end, especially with Bray being the babyface now. With the Fiend as the champion, I think he will probably hold it until Roman comes back, and then, you know the drill, big dog over. But that may not be for a while, because I don't know, who knows if Roman's even going to be back this year, you know? But yes, I will take Fiend. And now probably the main event. I'd imagine it's the main event. This is tough. Drew McIntyre defends the WWE title against Randy Orton. Now here's the deal. I want to say this straight up. If Drew retains here, I think he's holding the title at least to the Rumble next year. Like, I think he's going to hold it for the rest of 2020 if he wins this match. It's just, this is by far the biggest challenge he's gotten, and the most legitimate challenge, and the most challenge where I feel like maybe even the majority of people feel like he's going to lose. This is literally the perfect match, because both these guys, since the beginning of 2020, have been white fucking hot. You could argue there's not 2 guys in the entire company, maybe even 2 guys in wrestling, that have been more white hot than Randy Orton and Drew McIntyre since the beginning of 2020. Of course, Drew winning the Rumble, beating Brock clean at Mania after kicking out of 4 F5s. Fucking the title reign has been tremendous. He's felt like a true champion. All his title matches have been great. The match with Rollins, the match with Ziggler, the match with Lashley have all been good. And so I expect this match to be good as well. But Randy, man, from kicking Edge in the head to that whole feud to bringing back the Legend Killer gimmick, he killed Edge, he killed Christian, he killed Ric Flair, he killed the Big Show, killed everybody. Randy's just out here murdering fools. And I definitely think that if Randy wins, it will be with a punt to the head. But do I think he's gonna win? Shit. This could really go either way. And I would not be mad if Randy wins. I would like Drew to hold the belt longer. but I would not be mad if Randy wins. Oh, this is really tough. This is really, really tough. Fuck. I have to sneeze. Give me a couple more seconds to think about it. Fuck it. Randy. Fuck it. Randy. I don't know. And that's great. It's great that I don't know. But I think it's gonna be Randy. It's gonna be interesting, bro. It's gonna be really interesting, but I'm gonna say Randy. Well, that was my predictions for SummerSlam and TakeOver. This new Thunderdome thing looks sick. I gotta say, from what I've seen, SmackDown actually starts, as I'm recording this, SmackDown starts in literally 4 minutes. So I'm gonna go see how it looks on the wire. I've seen the pictures and everything, but I'm gonna see how it works out. Should be really cool. Fiend's entrance. The Fiend's entrance with the thingamabobber, the Thunderdome, should be pretty sick. So I'm interested to see how this goes. These both on paper look like great shows. You never know, but SummerSlam has been pretty good the last couple years. So yeah, I think this will be a good show. But ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for my predictions for SummerSlam and TakeOver. If you want to follow any of my social media links, they're all in the description down below. Thank you to all 47 of my patrons currently listed in the description. My name is Noah Taft. This has been my predictions for NXT TakeOver 30 and SummerSlam 2020, and I will see you guys next time.